Okay, so these are all of my magazines, or at least I think these are all of them. We have mostly no, this is all Nat Geo actually. These are more modern fashion magazines, and these are pretty much everything else, like space magazines. There's some space magazines. There's some flower catalogs in there. There's some Smithsonian too. I think I'm gonna go with National Geographic. A lot of people that collage go with those. I'm literally just gonna pick five randomly. Okay, so we've made it back to the desk. Um, I'm gonna kind of flip through these. I don't have a plan. The only planned, I guess, thing that I really do have is that, as far as I know, I'm gonna use this piece of paper. But I do have a collage journal that I might also end up using, so we'll just see about that. Let's take a little look see. One thing you can do when you're collaging is I don't know if you've heard of fussy cutting. You can kind of avoid fussy cutting a ton of things, which just means cutting everything out like really detailed by just first kind of looking through and grabbing what catches your eye. Ooh, I like that elephant. And when I mean grab, I don't even mean you have to use scissors most of the time. Yep, just rip it out. And then if we eventually decide to use this elephant, then I will put the effort into cutting around them. But until then, it's just gonna be here for me to kind of play around with. See, as I'm flipping through things, I'm thinking of places to put my elephant. One big thing about surrealist collaging is you want to pair things up that normally might not go together. And so I feel like having an elephant really in a lot of different places would be an abnormal thing. But for example, and you can't really see it right now very well, I'll fix it in a little bit. But having an elephant, let's see, there we go. Like walking down the street might be kind of absurd to an extent. I guess depending on where you live. Oh, okay. Sometimes you will find something that you really don't want to tear kind of recklessly, in which case I do suggest just going ahead and grabbing your knife if you have such a thing. Maybe sometime, if you want, I can discuss what materials might be helpful for you as someone who's collaging. I mean, not materials, sorry, tools. Here's my craft knife, and I'm just gonna slice this to the best of my ability. It won't be perfect, it's okay. I feel like a big part of collage is just knowing that things won't be perfect. Also, something about Nat Geos, a lot of them have really cool images, and then some of them have extremely depressing images in them, like of really catastrophic events. So if you get some of these, I think there's a lot of cool stuff, but a lot of potentially very sad things too. Also, when it comes to magazines, I don't typically pull out images of cars or people because, dear Lord, there's always so many. In every magazine you find, you will find images of people, watches. You'll find watches too, and cars. So I always think if I need it, I will find it, and it will find me, really. Also, if you don't end up using something, because honestly, I don't know if I'm going to use this here today, at least you'll have it for later. Okay, so maybe we do like some black and white and some color. We have a couple of backgrounds to choose from. Got this. Got this, which I might be leaning towards. I feel like this would be like, maybe not a focal point, but it's the thing I want to build it around. Got these people. We've got the birdie here. Maybe we could use some cars or construct a whole other landscape. And I just like this flower. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I want to though. So now I'm not gonna fussy cut. I'm not gonna intricately cut around everything because I don't want to put that much effort into something that I just might not use. But I will go ahead and kind of cut around things so that I have an idea of what we've got to work with and how it will actually fit places. So I'll do that off camera, then I'll come back. So now everything has been cut around. Honestly, sometimes I don't, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling when it comes to cutting things out. But I did cut everything out that I wanted to. I was going to cut these cars and trucks out, but I was like, oh, I like the dusty, rusty color. So I'm going to put things up against the two backgrounds that we've chosen already. And then if I'm really thinking we should go with orange, I'm going to try to find a more rusty, dusty colored background in the books. So I'm going to kind of play around with it a little bit and we'll see. Where's my little, oh, I'm holding them. Okay, yeah, we're going to play around with it. And we don't have to use every piece that we find. We don't have to use any piece that we find. I already don't like this because they're the same color. If we kind of did it reverse here, like, yeah, that might be good. So I'm actually probably just not going to use this today. Then we have this gorgeous background, which again, I'm kind of thinking the colors are just, I'm not in love with the colors. So we're probably not going to use it either. Maybe, just maybe we could use these. Maybe. It's possible. I don't really want to though, but I mean, we could. I don't know where we would put everything and everyone. Maybe if we kind of situate them in weird places. I like that. The good thing also, if you want to take a picture, once you set everything up, it's probably a good idea. That way you can see where the heck you had everything. And so it's not the most frustrating thing in the world ever when you can't figure out how you had it anymore. So now I'm going to cut. I've been saying fussy cut. I'm going to fussy cut these pieces because I think I like this. I know it's simple. I kind of like that it's simple. So I have already, I glued this down. I just wanted to glue it down off camera. But note though, it's hanging off. So we have a couple of options. What I want to do though is glue down everything else and then see whether, I mean, I guess like originally what I was going to probably do is cut this off and then add it to the sides. But old Elefante over here is gonna stick off of this and I don't want it to be flimsy, so I guess I'm just gonna glue everything down hopefully similar to how I had it a minute ago, and then I'll come back. Okay, so my storage actually got full and I was just yapping away and gluing and things like that and cutting, but what I did was I cut off the top part and just added it in a rather ugly way to the back because it kind of doesn't matter, at least in my opinion. And yeah, I think this is the finished result. I don't know, because if I glue it down, it would be harder to remove, So in a way, I kind of just want to keep it like this. Don't get me wrong, this looks cool too, but this is just more like, I don't know. To me, it's giving like, this is art. I don't know. Let me know if you have an opinion or a preference. Oh, and also, so I glued everything down and then I forgot what this is called. I think it starts with a B. And I can't do it holding my thing, but I rolled it in every direction just to make sure everything was flat. Anyway, I like this quite a great deal. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and hope you have a great rest of your day and happy collaging. Bye.